Once upon a time, there was a young man called Uli, who loved to play piano. Piano was his greatest passion. He got to play in piano bars, and he made friends by sharing his music with them. And while he was studying to become a sound engineer, he realized that the university he attended didn't have enough equipment for all the students to really follow their dreams. So he went about to solve that problem. He started to build equipment for his own studio, because he himself was a struggling musician and he couldn't afford to buy the products he really needed. His friends would come and visit the studio, and when they heard the equipment he had built, they were amazed with the sound quality. They asked him whether he would make some for them as well. And Uli accepted, and he made equipment for his friends, and he gave it to them for only the cost price. Of course, after that, many more friends came knocking. Now this made him realise that many other people were having the same problems. They weren't able to afford the equipment they really needed to pursue their passions of becoming musicians or sound engineers. So like a man on a mission, he then went about converting his own recording studio into a production facility. And this was the time when Uli made it his mission in life to provide excellent and affordable equipment for all musicians. And to his surprise, there was so much demand for his products, it really exceeded his ability to make the equipment on his own. So he then hired his first staff, and there we have it, the brand Behringer was born. The year was 1989. Now, in order to stay true to his mission and provide the best equipment at the most affordable price, Uli looked for ways to lower the cost. He ended up moving production to China, and in 1996, Behringer moved more services to Asia in an effort to further reduce costs for its customers. Now at this point, many of Uli's friends were asking for affordable tube amplifiers, so in the year 2000, the guitar amp brand Behringer was born. And today many musicians still love jamming with Behringer and with the high quality tube raw tone that they bring. After some time had passed, Uli then decided to acquire the UK brands Midas and Clark Technic in order to learn from the amazing Midas talents and also to support the team with the resources they needed. This support led to the foundation of Music Tribe, and subsequently the Midas R&D team grew from 8 to over 100 engineers. In only a few years, the company grew tremendously and has gained many new followers and friends. In 2012, the famous British company TurboSound joined, and again, Music Tribe provided them with all the resources they needed to innovate and offer great customer solutions. In only 3 years, TurboSound grew to its largest size in its 40-year history. Then in 2014, TC Group was acquired because the brands perfectly complemented the existing brand family and to offer a complete solution to its customers. So this is the story of Music Tribe and how Uli built it from his humble beginnings into a global leader.
Started in 1993 and I was helping Uli with setting up the production in-house.
Oh, that's a long time ago. It was 1st November 2001.
So I put my application on the desk and there was Crystal Neuhaus looking at it, and she took it, didn't really know what to do with it, and then Frank passed by her back, and we don't need anybody. So he turned me down.
Really?
And said,
Is that what I said?
He sent me home.
Oh, come on.
He sent me home, and 2 weeks later, Uli, no, it was maybe the week after, Uli called me up and said, yeah, maybe we need to speak. And that's how I got here. Product I worked on was the CX8000 Cybermix.
CM?
CM.
CM8000.
CM8000. And that was really a tough ride, doing real-time applications in that size. Yeah, the systems were really tough to handle. Like, everything was a bit shaky and really difficult to get on the spot.
My first product was the DCX2496, a digital crossover. It was exciting, it was all new of course, and I was wondering about how many details you have to consider if you design or work on a product.
I would say pioneering, and we're still pioneering. We understand ourselves as developing something new and endeavoring into new territories somehow.
He's so passionate and so dynamic, powerful.
In one word, I think you're a wizard.
If a hyphen is allowed, then one word would fit, and then from my perspective, that's all in. Because there's no gray areas for Ulis. Either you go that way or you go that way, but not going around and doing something half-hearted. You just go in with full passion and decide something.
30 years is a very long time, I think, to be in one company, but it was so exciting and always changing the people, the things about what you're doing, the products, the market changed, and it's an exciting time, and I hope it's only the beginning.
What comes into my mind is, if I think about the company, is that I'm so glad that I had a chance in my life to achieve something, not only for me, also for all the people which are outside and buying our stuff. And this is somehow, I call it the applause, which we never hear, but this is the applause we get back, and that fills me with pride.
There's only two possibilities. Either the future is gonna be boring, or it's going to be Behringer.
Hello Behringer team, all the best for the 30th anniversary this year. I want to thank you for all the nice synthesizers and all the stuff you produced in the last years. At the moment, all your synthesizers are so great, and I use them nearly in any of my productions.
Behringer has been making tools for musicians for a long time now, making our lives so much easier. I'd be lost without the X-Touch behind me. Personally, my workflow has really benefited. They really make the process enjoyable.
Over the last 30 years, Behringer products have helped me achieve what I want to do in the world of music, radio, podcasting, and much more besides. They've helped me achieve what I want to achieve at the right time and at the right price with the right levels of quality. And they've been doing this consistently for the last 30 years. So thank you, Behringer, and here's to another 30.
Hello everyone. 30 years. What a freaking ride. Whenever you celebrate such a birthday, you look back and you reflect on what you have achieved, but also where you have failed. When I was a kid, I was hanging out in music stores, playing and admiring all these beautiful synthesizers and drum machines. And at times, I would go back to my dad and tell him that I wanted to buy a synthesizer and just needed about 7,000 Swiss francs. He said, "Are you crazy? We just got you a piano." I have to say, that was deeply frustrating, and it got much worse when a shop owner one day actually kicked me out of his store and said, "Get lost. You're not going to buy anything anyway." That was the time I built my own synthesizer. Trust me, I do understand the frustration musicians go through when they cannot afford equipment they desire so much. That's the reason why I started Behringer, with a vision to listen to musicians and try to fulfill their dreams by providing them with equipment they can actually afford so they can fulfill their musical dreams. When you celebrate such a birthday, you must remember the people that have helped you to get where you are today. First of all, I'd like to thank our incredible Behringer drivers, who are the most amazing people you can imagine. Would you believe that many of them have been with me for almost 30 years? I also want to thank all the 4,000 drivers from our 12 other brands and shared services who have equally contributed and worked so hard to make all this happen. Every single day. You can't imagine how proud I am of all of them. And it's so wonderful to see how all these brands are coming together to collaborate for one reason only: to deliver the most amazing products. And then, of course, I'd like to thank the most important people, our customers. Without you, we wouldn't simply exist. You're the reason why we work our butts off. And I tell you, nothing is more rewarding than the feel of love and support from you. Man, just look at those comments on the internet. Isn't that crazy? I can't thank you enough. And this birthday is actually your birthday because we believe that you own our tribe. People ask me, Uli, what birthday gift do you want to have for yourself? And I told them, you know what? I don't need anything. I'd like to donate 1,000 synthesizers, and I'd like to give them to kids. Kids which are less fortunate and privileged. Wouldn't it be great to get them into making music? But here's where I need your help. Please recommend and post in the comments section below independent and trustworthy organizations that can help us distribute those 1,000 synthesizers to make sure they get into the hands of these kids. Once again, thank you for what you have done for us in the past 30 years. And here is to the next 30 years. Wait a minute. I'll be 90 by then. Freaking scary. Let's get back to work and design some more synthesizers.